Yeah, if I turn those lights on. It's broadcasting, but no one's watching, so
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Setup time.
God,
Do you want to turn the main light off? Sorry,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was.
Just trying to think. Make it look.
About 45 minutes, right? So if we just whip out 2 or 3 podcasts, it's a bit dark. If I turn the other.
Can you turn your little Chicago light on thing?
No,
That's not. That sucks.
That's fine. Mood lighting.
Yeah, it's mood lighting.
Dark.
Go for it.
What are we doing? Right. Okay. So that's recording. So let's do a new audio track. So do you want me to start, or do you want to start? Or?
Don't mind. I can start if you want, or you can start. I don't really mind.
Degree 1. I will let you. You can start. Or I'll start, whatever you want. Hello and welcome to Volume 3 of the Degreeable podcast. It's been a very long time, about 16 months to be precise. That's not actually precise because I don't know exactly how long it's been. But we are back after a, let's say, not the best, not the most successful attempt at a podcast with Volume 2 of Degreeable. We're back for Volume 3. So this is where the shit gets real, where real life things happen and real discussions are had. I am Colin. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm joined by the man with the backwards cap. It's Joe. Hi.
Hi all.
Welcome back to my fancy London-based studio.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Jeez.
This is my fancy London-based studio. And we've got some
down in the south.
Yeah, down just on a boat out at sea. We're like the boat that rocked, really, aren't we? So
pirate radio, really?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, you look like a pirate with that hat and that beard, you scruff bag.
Go for it.
So yeah, we've been away for a while, but now we felt it was a good time to get back into the swing of things in terms of podcasting. Things have happened, life happens, and yeah, we've got things to talk about, which is the main reason why you do a podcast, if you've got things to talk about. So we're going to be, I don't know how many episodes we're going to do of this series, to be honest with you. We did about 10 or how many did we do?
We did 20 of, or we were aiming to do 20 of the, obviously, Volume 1, Season 1 of this. We did 19 in the end because you lost episode 20.
Did I really?
Yes, you did.
Oh, was that the one where you were drunk and I recorded you?
Yeah,
I think it was. I was so
that
annoyed.
messy night.
So annoyed.
I fell asleep basically drunk at mine. We were doing a podcast, kind of a mobile podcast at my place instead of with the actual setup. And we were drinking. I got majorly drunk and then just passed out basically. And that was about 5 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, something like that. I remember you were laying on your bed and you fell asleep, and I was like, I shoved the phone under your nose wanting you to say something funny, but I think you did say something funny, but then I have no idea where that recording's gone. Who knows?
So
for somewhere.
Lucky for me, that never actually made it to air.
It would have been great.
Okay, so we're back. Volume 2 was a flop. We didn't do it.
We had good intentions.
Like the Dabby song, good intentions. There you go. But we still failed.
Yes.
We're back. We're not going to fail this time.
No.
We want to try and actually commit to this and do this. So we're going to try and make it a regular thing to record and to get it released regularly on a set day of the week and get back to old habits. But we are much busier people.
Yeah, we are. I mean, the original concept of the podcast, I've just remembered actually whilst you were talking, was that I was someone who couldn't get a job and you were someone who just kept getting jobs. That was like the big, why it's called Degreeable, wasn't it? Like I had a degree, couldn't get a job, and you were, you didn't have a degree and you kept getting jobs.
Yeah, it was kind of a comparison of two opposite lifestyles. You had Colin, who had been through university to get to the career which he wanted to get to, and he's still working towards that. And he's still making progress.
How's that working out for me?
But he also had the whole setup of having a relationship and having that completion around his life from that side, which I didn't dabble into. I just focused on working and just making money, and kind of was a single bachelor kind of lifestyle. Very different. It was like kind of the civil human with a degree and the ape.
Civil. That's a good comparison, actually. Civil human and an ape.
I was what's his name? Oh, what's his name from Monkey World?
Monkey World.
Harambe or something.
He was from Monkey World. Harambe. He is our Lord and Savior who was tragically. What's the best way of saying
There's
it?
another one.
Tragically, his life was cut short due to
Okay.
evil powers in the world.
I think there's one with a similar name over
Dank
Monkey
memes.
World, but I can't remember.
No, it's not Harambe. Harambe's a dank meme. We don't want to get onto dank memes. I like my dank memes. What
Let's
were
not
you
go
saying?
there.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's weird you say about the contrasts in our life, and I think it's even more so now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like in things that have happened, even probably more extreme, maybe now.
Yeah. So
But I think now we've got to a point where it's time to look to the future and things that are ahead of us, and to set some life goals and things like that. Because I know recently Joe went through a stage of being a bit of a slob. You know, he was graying, he was losing his hair, he was a bit of a belly on him. But now he's turned his life around. I say turn his life.
Okay, so
he's just doing a lot better.
Let's look at things into context. We basically were doing very different things, and so where we were at with volume 2, for anyone who did listen, we got to a point where we were about to unveil some big news for everyone. That big news was about me, and Colin was excited about that. I was majorly excited. So we kind of skipped that. We went past that without even saying hi, so sorry.
You sort of picked it up, didn't we? And then nothing happened.
Yeah. Right. So news is done. It's
old news now.
Yeah, so it's old news now. Basically the news was I was becoming a dad. So my little boy, he's been born. It's now another 15 months down the line nearly. So he's had his first birthday and everything. He's
had his christening.
Fast approaching 18 months. And he's well on the way and a few months to go. And I'm incredibly proud. He's incredible. Absolutely love him. And I'm now a single dad, so I do that bit differently to how I wanted.
He does it very well, I might add.
But I make the most of the time that I can for him. I see him as much as I'm allowed to, and I love him, and he's amazing. And I think that's the thing, goals. Like, for me, goals, like, this whole first episode is going to be a bit about goals and like how where we're setting up to be, where we want to be. And we're going to talk about on a low level and a high level, I guess. So a high level, I want to do the best by my son. I want to kind of drive forward for him. I want to see where he's going to progress to. I want to progress for myself so I can provide better. What I'm doing is already enough, but I want to do more. I want to be at a point where I can just make everything comfortable, like majorly comfortable, like easiest it could ever be. I want to have that comfortable, wealthy lifestyle or whatever I can get my hand, I can create because I want him to have the best. So that's basically where we're at. It's a good thing. Little goals. Have personal goals. As Colin was saying, I was getting my dad belly on. I was starting to lose my hair, and I'm since actually my hair's growing back. I'm no longer so stressed, and I'm down the gym regularly. I'm in better shape. I'm eating healthier. I eat a lot of steak. Steak is awesome.
That's why I say muscly then. So like protein.
Yeah, lots and lots of protein. And yeah, that's basically where things are at. Colin, he's achieved a goal for himself.
What's that? I don't know about these goals. What goals have I achieved?
He's made it to Disneyland Florida.
Yeah, wow.
What a goal.
Come on, forgetting all this crappy life stuff, going to Disneyland Florida is and should be everyone's life ambition, I feel. But they're being more serious, just sorry to interrupt, but I went to Disneyland Florida about a week ago now. God, he has a week when we got back. And though it might seem a bit trivial to people, Disney, well, it's just a theme park. Like for me, I've always been a massive fan of Disney films and Disney properties and things like that. The whole concept and idea of Disney. I think there's people in the world. There's no one in this world. I don't think there's anyone in this world on this planet who wouldn't go to Disneyland Florida and wouldn't have a fantastic time, even if they don't like Disney and don't agree with it. But in this world, I believe there's two types of people. There's people who get really into the whole idea and the concept, and the very being of the whole world of Disney, and people who just don't get it. And I feel like for Disney is more than just like a theme park and films. It's more of it's a state of mind. I know this may sound a bit sad and a bit brainwashy, but it really is like a state of mind. The concept and the idea and like the whole the world that's been created by their theme parks and their films, and how like pretty much like it all started with a mouse basically and one man, and it's like become this huge thing. People's lives can revolve around the whole concept of Disney. And I wouldn't say I'm one of those people who's like completely obsessed with Disney, but I would say I'm in the boat of people who I get it. I get the very feeling of what Disney is. So for some people, like going to Disney World, Florida, is just like, oh, it's just a holiday, But there's more to me and my girlfriend and her family who went with us. It was more than that. It wasn't just like a holiday. It was like a life experience, which may sound a bit odd, but I know obviously it's nothing in comparison to things that Joe's gone through since we last spoke. But like standing on Main Street USA in the Magic Kingdom and seeing the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom, there were some memories I don't think I'll ever forget. And just thinking like, I can't believe I'm actually here in this place that is probably one of the the most well-known, biggest and best theme parks and places in the world. Well, they say it's the happiest place on earth, don't they? And it really is. Everyone's so happy and nice in Disney. They are really nice. It's so clean as well. It's incredible. And like we were there for 2 weeks and it was a fantastic experience. And when we got back, which was last Wednesday, no, sorry, it was last Thursday morning, when we were very, very jet lagged. It was like the most deflating day ever. And I don't think I just felt so empty and so down. And the reason I bring this up is because I sort of, in a roundabout way, bringing this back to Joe, like it's weird. Like I've always think that the big thing about this podcast is that there's contrasting, massive contrast, but big contrast in both of our lives. And like the same feelings can be associated with different life experiences that we've gone through. And it's weird for me to say this, but like coming back from Disney World, Florida.
Can I just ask, so was coming back from Disneyland, Florida, like a breakup to you? Was it like you broke up with Mickey Mouse?
Pretty much. No, it's Goofy. Goofy's my boy. All right, he is.
Goofy.
Me and him are tight. No, but honestly, it's such
balls deep.
It was such a I love getting that dog. I think Goofy's a dog. I've never actually established whether he's a dog. Because Pluto's a dog. I assume he is. But no, like that. It sort of surprised me how the overwhelming sadness that I felt coming back. It was like I'd left my home, but I'd only been there for 2 weeks. And I've never been there before. It's just the whole feeling that place invokes in you is indescribable. Really, it's quite. If you've never been there, I would encourage you to go at least once in life, because it really is incredible. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, it sort of links back to our lives, like life experiences that me and Joe both go through, and how we have similar feelings and emotions, but we associate them with different things. And like that sort of links back to we're talking about goals and things for the future. But at the moment for me, because my life was so set on this trip to Disney, I didn't see anything past that. And now I've sort of got back. I know it's just a trip, and obviously I've still got my work and family and friends and things like that. But now we've got back from this trip, it's trying to figure out what's next, trying to fill that Disney void of something else. And that's sort of like, maybe that's like a goal I need to find.
I think that's a point where we look at the small goals.
Yeah, it's about it's trying to fill the void that Disney had hold of me. We had that holiday booked for 18 months. 18 months, which is a long time.
To be fair, that's longer than a pregnancy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's double the length.
That's crazy. That's not double. Oh, it is, isn't it? God, that's crazy to think of it like that. But it's trying to fill the void that Disney, this big old trip, has left, and trying to fill it with like a goal or something to aim towards and something to do. But it's it's something I need to figure out. But yeah, that's my feelings on that. And I think I've interrupted there by going on.
No, it's cool, man.
About your goals, about.
No, we're talking about it all in general. It applies to both, and it applies to everyone. It applies to you guys. You guys.
You pointed at the webcam. We're live streaming this as well for people who have no idea what's going on. You have to visually explain. You have to orderly explain these little actions to people.
So, okay, so for me, I went through my breakup, changed my structure of how everything's going, and so now I'm a dad still, obviously always a dad, but I do it differently. It's just different how I wanted it or expect it to be. My goal was always to like, it was a lifelong goal. Like when I come to having kids, it was to do it right, have the family, make that family amazing and make it last. And I guess I put a lot of pressure on myself with that as well. And I wanted that bad, and I think things didn't work, and now it's changed. I say it's different. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just different, and I'm okay with that. It's all about doing my best, and do my best by my boy, and with that, I've just filled all the gaps of not having that family kind of lifestyle 24/7. I'm obviously always there for my boy if ever want to see me, or if he ever need me. I'm there. Obviously, I want to see him all the time if I could, but you got to be fair. You got to work it out. You got to come to agreements, and like I now can take time to stop focusing about trying to keep a happy relationship or anything like that, or make a relationship happy, and I'm just starting to focus on my son and myself, and it's awesome. Like,
and they're the two most important things in your life.
I got time now. I go to the gym regularly, which I wanted to do for like the last God knows how long. I go climbing. Love rock climbing. It's a great activity, great way to stay fit, and it's just fun, and it's a great release. And I work my ass off doing my job, and I try and do my best in it. And I'm doing better at my work because I'm not distracted and stressed all the time. And it's just easier. Everything's easier. And I'm not saying that when things get tough, we back out because it's easy, because that's not what this was about. It was about making things better. And it's just lucky for me that it's managed to make it easier as well, because it didn't have to. It could have made it harder. And it's just doing it right to make it easier, and making the most of whatever you have got. But that brings me on to small goals. So let's look at, those small goals. Like, I want to start climbing. I've started it. This is a great activity. It's fun. I'm trying to get this one done. The plan is on Thursday, this one's going to be going climbing. So next time when you see us, hopefully his arm will be in a cast.
Good luck.
I was like at a gym. For anyone who has not been around on social media, I think it's particularly big in America at the moment. There's this thing going around within the fitness kind of social area of the world. That's probably really bad terminology.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so it's this challenge. It's called Brain Sally Up, or the Brain Sally Up challenge. If you don't know of it, Google it, YouTube it, Facebook it. There's loads of live videos on there. There's loads of old videos on there. My video will be up there soon. I've given it one go. Didn't film it. So I gave it one go. 2 minutes 8. Nearly the whole song. Great. Awesome. Nearly smashed it, so I'm proud. But that was a static attempt. And then I did it again, managed to achieve the same time on the ropes, but I was killing afterwards. So the next attempt is to actually do it properly, do it after the full workout, do it on the ropes, and just go for it. So yeah, I'm going to try and film that and see how I go, and see if I can last the whole way, and see if I can get that done for you guys.
Definitely film it. I'd love to see your attempt.
That'll be up within the week. But yeah, so Brain Sally Up. If anyone here who does listen does focus on their fitness. I want to see your attempts. I want to see your breathing slightly up challenge. Challenge me. If you can do it, great. Put that on repeat if you think you can beat it, and you go as long as you can doing it, and let's see who can do the longest. And I challenge you that I'm gonna challenge you to win. I may not win at first, but I will eventually win.
We'll have to see your attempt on video first before you can challenge people, Joe. We've got to see how you do.
I'll put it up. It'll be up within the week, and then the challenge there.
Sweet.
So accept the challenge.
Nice. Look forward to that, people. Anyway, so we're just heading to the 20-minute mark, so we should probably wrap up this episode.
That's a nice challenge to end on.
It is, yeah. Can you beat Joe? Can you beat Joe in his
Bring Sally up and let's make some goals. So I also want to hear your goals. Come back to us with some goals. Let's see what people think are good goals to set at this stage in life. You know, 'cause we're mid-20s. And
I'm probably having a breakdown crying about Disney.
Yeah.
Mid-20s breakdown.
He's acting like a spoiled 8-year-old girl, like having her tantrum because she stopped being a princess.
It's weird. I'm never going to stop being a princess. Never forget.
He doesn't need a kid to have an excuse to go to Disney.
I've got a wand. Hey, you never need it. Hey, Disney's for the young and the young at heart. I am always going to be young at heart. Bruh. Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. You can subscribe, Degreeable, iTunes, WordPress, everywhere. Thank you for listening. Back soon.
Bye.
Bye. You made me jump. Sweet.
Smashed it.
I was thinking about in future, if we haven't got time to meet up and do podcasts, we can just do it through Skype.
Yeah, sounds good.
Which isn't obviously ideal, but
well, let's just try and make a pact that we can make sure that we meet up once a week.
Yeah, we'll try. Obviously, sometimes it won't work out that we can. If not, I can set up on my laptop. Not my laptop, my Mac. If you just phone me by Skype, I can record it in the.
Even if we can't do it,
we did one of that once.
Yeah, we did. I was over at Nats at the time.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about
that. Yeah, even if we don't manage to do much, even if we just combine it, I know, but if we start, because I want to start going back to the gym with you as well. I'm going with Dave a couple of times. I'm going to go with Adam probably a couple of times before work, like Tuesday mornings.
Do it. Get more in tune with it, then you can teach me.
And then I also want you to start coming as well.
Oh, I'd like to. It's just finding the time, mate.
So
honestly.
Just tell me your available times, basically. That's all you got to do.
Oh, Mondays. That's pretty Monday nights.
That's perfect.
I think Monday nights. Oh no, we do the shop. I can do Monday nights, but it'll be later.
That's fine. I'm available, mate.
Yeah, we'll talk. I can't probably do another one now, unfortunately. Get ready.
Yeah, no, that's
a good one. That so I'll get that all set up. It probably won't be online till I'll set it for Friday or something. Need to remember our login details to the website that we did.
I just log into my Facebook and do it.
Well, no, basically how it works, stupid process. You have to upload the audio file to a website, use that file, and then put it on WordPress, and then it links to iTunes.
Right.
It's a stupid, long-winded process, but that's fine. I've got these. I'll save these.
I don't remember. I don't think I have access to that website.
Okay, it's our WordPress one. It should still be on. Oh God, I forgot it's still.
Yeah, I've never.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.